against Wayne County Community College District. And Eric, tell us about these two teams.
Jeff,
Wayne County.
If you say that, tell us about this team. It's a new year. We got to do something different, bro.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna tell you about these teams. I just think that for Henry Ford, it's about it's your home conference opener. You got to play big. For Wayne County, it's about hunting. It's about hunting down the Hawks and trying to get this thing done against a team that they're going to be at the top of the conference. And if you can beat them, you can send shockwaves around the conference.
Henry Ford, on the other hand, as we start conference play, what needs to be done? What's most important you think for Henry Ford?
Getting off to a fast start, letting folks know that you still run the show. I mean, consider it. Macomb was right there a couple years ago, right there in the national championship game. Coach Shepard and his crew want to make this happen. He loves his group. It's a good opportunity for them to show up and show that Henry Ford is still at the top of the roost.
Wayne County is going to be in the all blue uniforms. Henry Ford in the white. They are announcing the starting lineups for both teams. Overall, Wayne County is 5-6 in non-conference play. Henry Ford is 10-3. Your officials for this afternoon's contest, Eric.
I can't hear you. The officials? All right, I can't hear you. I'm going to wait until this is done to let everyone know who the officials are. But I'm going to say this about Henry Ford. Amari Allen, kid from Hamtramck High School, solid ball player, and the best point guard that I've seen in the time that I've covered this team, Shamarion Hardy out of Cleveland Heights High School in Cleveland, Ohio. He's a Buckeye, but he's ours. And I think he's going to be a kid that's going to control the play tonight against Wayne County.
And we're underway here in the first half. Henry Ford winning the tip. Outside shot by Ford, no good.
Just keep your eyes on number 3. He's a ball hawk, and on offense, he completely runs the show, has a nice three-point shot.
Short jumper by Wayne County. It's no good. Outside shot, in and out, rolled in and rolled out. Let's see how this Henry Ford team does in their first conference game here. And the jump shot is good. Number 1, Derek Bolton.
And Derek Bolton's a kid out of Roseville High School. He's familiar with a lot of the kids that are on the floor for Henry Ford. Nice big shot. We know how this goes. I mean, every team comes in with a high hope, and after 40 minutes, either a hit. Usually their head is hanging low.
Double dribble is the call. And Wayne County has a lot of size on their team.
I mean, they're a long bunch. I mean, they've got a variety of bodies. I know this about Henry Ford. They got a lot of balance. Scoring, good, solid group of young men. They like each other. That's a big thing. And Coach Shepard talked about it last time we were together.
Henry Ford was looking to run on that last play.
Let's see if they can control the tempo. Henry Ford loves to get out to big leads and make folks fight to stay in the game. It seemed to be a little cold right now. I mean, but we're not even 2 minutes into it.
Maury Allen now at the line, shooting 2 for Henry Ford College. Hawks with a pretty good non-conference record at 10-3. But as you and I both know, the conference is probably the most important thing as we go down, as we turn to conference play for this year. Whistles blow, and picking up the foul is Terrence Martin, number 2. And that will send him to the line shooting 2. Four to 1 your score. Favor of WC3. Nice hard drive to the basket. Isaiah Lewis. Check that. That was Johnson. Pardon me. Johnson with the steal. Henry Ford filling it right now. Calvin Marshall. 6-4 your score.
If nothing else, Calvin Marshall's going to give you that, give you a nice emotional outburst in every game. I love the way he plays. This is a kid who he's from Detroit Western High School. He's your prototypical PSL guy. He's going to give you all the energy and all the back talk and everything else that you may want. He's got style, he's got flair, and don't let him get going because he won't shut up. And that's okay. I mean, I encourage guys to be themselves on the court as long as it's not directed at anyone and get somebody started.
Short jumper is good. Derek Bolton. 8-6 your score. Henry Ford with a 2-point lead.
And that probably should be a delay of game warning right there, but you like the dunk by Devon Smith-Johnson, another Cleveland kid, Cleveland Heights. Same school as Shamarion Hardy. They've got some chemistry, and that's what Coach Shepard is really pleased about. The fact that these group of young men like each other.
Hey, my bird. And good job underneath finding the loose ball and getting the 2 points by Allen.
Hardy with a real nice pass there. You notice that Hardy has not scored and he hasn't even really tried to take many shots. He wants to get everybody else involved. That's a good sign.
Long jumper by Derek Bolton for 3.
Don't look now, but these young men from Wayne County, they haven't stopped.
Ziegler saved it from going out of bounds. And a good defensive play by Johnson. And back the other way with the dunk is Ziegler.
Ziegler with a, hey, you know, sometimes you wonder what position he can play. How about he's a player? Ziegler's solid. If he's healthy, he's a strong kid, and he just showed his leaping ability to us.
(14-12) your score.
One thing's for sure, there's no back down. Ziegler was in a conversation with Isaiah Lewis, kid out of Harper Woods. I'm sure they know each other.
Nice look inside at Wayne County. Long jumper is good by Marshall.
Calvin Marshall, man, long range shooter. He's starting to get into the flow. Yeah, that's a hold all the way. I mean, that was darn near just a tackle. Just want to see him run something, run your offense, get some points off of that.
And that's going to be a jump ball. (17-14) your score here in the first half. Early on, Henry Ford, the Hawks, and the Wildcats from Wayne County. Christian Harrison getting inside the paint, and able to get off the shot. Three-point attempt is good.
So far, Wayne County has matched Henry Ford at every step.
All tied up at 17. Long jumper, off the mark. Wildcats want to run. Short jumper rattles out of the rim. Wayne County will reset. Hard to the basket. Good, strong physical move by Ed Verge.
Vardy, St. Martin, the Potter's house, I think that's in Jacksonville, Florida, if I'm not mistaken. But man, oh man, where are they getting these kids from? But regardless, they are not backing down early on here.
Good defense right there by Henry Ford. On the run, off the glass, high, but no good. But with the putback is Marshall.
Well, Henry Ford, they'll go up and down with you, and next thing you know, you're down 6, you're down 8, you're down 10, you're down 15.
In the open floor, nice hard layup by number 10, and that was Wilburn.
Wilburn's a fine athlete. You see the guys that come off the bench, E.J. Roberts out at Garden City Community College, and Wilburn, a nice shot off the bench. They're good guys, good players.
Wilburn again drawing the foul on the floor.
Hey, they'll speed it up. They'll go even faster. That's the thing I love about the bench this year for Henry Ford. They got guys that will continue to increase the tempo, bring the noise. Johnny Washington is in for Henry Ford, kid out of Fort Wayne, out of New Haven High School, another one that increases the tempo. He's a long-range shooter. Who isn't a long-range shooter for Henry Ford?
Drawing the foul is Hardy. And Hardy will go to the line shooting 2.
I like what Hardy has done early on. I mean, he's getting his teammates involved, and I think now, he'll switch right to score, right before your eyes. He'll be more aggressive. I can't understand, even in the women's game, how folks can't hit free throws. If there was one thing I could do in college, it's hit some free throws. That might be the only chance I got to score, so I had to hit them. You can't be a little guard or anything else and not be able to shoot free throws.
You're absolutely right about that. Shooting the jumper fading away was Donovan Williams. They're not able to hit.
I like the fact that, hey, Henry Ford is being challenged early on. I mean, at some point they wear you down with their depth, their shooting ability, and their defense. Let's see what happens with Wayne County if they can stick around.
Got his pocket picked right there. And Williams. Left hand layup, nicely done. Natelli.
Nice, Hezzy.
Yes.
That's Shamarion Hardy at its best. Good hesitation move. Got right to the rack, no problem.
Good ball movement by Wayne County. Maybe off the foot of one of Wayne County's players. Quickly back the other way. Nice layup.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, the kid is special. And the reason why I say I think he's probably the best point guard I've seen, he can control the tempo. This kid can honestly go up and do that and score. If you want him to get 20, he can do that too.
There he is again. Shamarion Hardy trying to take this game over.
I mean, I can't say enough. This is who Coach Shepard told me about. He said, wait till you get a load of him, and now we are. I mean, this kid can play.
Averd with the jumper and a timeout. A full timeout is called. 28-23 your score. 8:35 here in the first. You're watching Henry Ford basketball on the Henry Ford streaming network on YouTube. I'm Jeff Lowe along with Eric Pate. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back after this. 28-23 your score with 8:30 and counting here in the first half. And Henry Ford with the lead. Nice drive to the basket by Ford. That was Washington with 2.
And then here you go deeper into your bench, and Brian Everhart from Cardinal Moody, kid that can just flat out shoot it. Double nickels on his shirt. Number 55. I got to ask him one day, why number 55?
Long jumper from deep in the corner is good.
They've got a shooter too. Abdul Abuzara from Dearborn, right here in Dearborn High School, home of the Pioneers. But Abuzara needed a little help there. But our guy didn't score there by Hardy. Smaller lineup for Henry Ford.
Henry Ford in the half-court set. Little zone defense being applied by Wayne County. Good rebound by Henry Ford and a good putback by Amari Allen. (32-26) your score. Good job in the half-court defense by Henry Ford. Off the glass.
What did I say? I mean, it goes from 2 to 4 to 8 to 16. And the next thing you know, you played all these minutes. You say, man, everything was going good. Then the bottom falls out.
Three-point shot attempt rattles out. Henry Ford quickly back the other way. Corner jumper, no good. The scoop shot attempt is no good right there. Here comes the Hawks. Good ball movement by the Hawks. In the double nickel, Brian Everhart, your three-point specialist, couldn't get that one to go.
Yeah, that's rare that he comes in and misses one shot, let alone two. Henry Ford, you know, they're playing a lot of different people, and Wayne County, to their credit, they're hanging in here. I'd say Henry Ford's been pretty pedestrian at times, meaning they're not getting up tempo and getting the things that they want going. And maybe sometimes they're running and not hitting shots.
Jumper no good. It's going to go off of one of the Wayne County players and over to Henry Ford.
6-point lead by the Hawks, and I'd say right now it's just a lot of up, you know, they're up and down, up and down, up and down, and this always favors Henry Ford when you run up and down with it. At some point, this thing's gonna slow down. It's like a prize fight. You get to the middle rounds, and they're in the middle of the ring.
Seven seconds on the shot clock. Long three is good.
Now, Amari Allen, it's taking them some time to get going. I mean, he hasn't been aggressive today. Good to see him hit the shot.
6 points for Allen. Stewart for three. Long three-pointer by Marshall's no good. Stolen away by Ford, quickly down the floor. They will reset. He's looking for Everhart in the corner. Not able to locate him, but threw it out of bounds. 37-31 your score.
And the thing about Everhart, if he's not hitting his first couple shots, then you have to start wondering, because on defense, he's not the best defensive player on the roster, that's for sure.
Nice dive right there by Hardy.
Hardy comes right in the game, just assumes assumes the position where he was before.
Makes an immediate impact. You're right.
That's what he does. Good play by Mari Allen. Up-tempo half, man. At some point, it's going to slow down. You would think.
Long jumper again by Marshall.
Marshall talking to the Wayne County bench, and the ref had to tell him, hey, watch it. He was up here warming up earlier. I mean, he's got to be one of the most colorful characters on the roster. I just think we're going to have some fun. If you look at the rankings, Macomb, St. Clair, Henry Ford, Macomb, St. Clair, Henry Ford. Didn't see Schoolcraft, but the bottom line is you're going to have some really good games and some really good teams coming in here, and that's what this conference is about.
Hairston's first free throw is off the mark. That one rattles in. On the steal, Abshura. 42-34 your score. Hardy. Eight points for Hardy.
Coach Shepard, who always looks like he needs a nap. Man, he couldn't believe the call. He thought it should have been an offensive foul, push. And after all the running and the jumping up and down here in the first half, Henry Ford's up 10. Doesn't look like they even broke a sweat so far. But it takes a lot to beat Henry Ford at home. And you know, chances are you're going to run the entire game, you're going to go home with an L. Wayne County's hanging. They're hanging. Now let's see if they can do more than hang, because this kid's got to be stopped. Hardy.
Marshall from outside again.
And I tell you, Marshall, you got dribble drive all day long. Dribble drive is what's going on right now. Hardy's going to drive and dish. And if Marshall's open and shooting that jump shot and hitting it, it's a wrap.
That was Bolton for three for WC3D. And this has been a very fast first half of play.
It's a better half when the women win too, Jeff. Man, that still beaming over the win.
Up and under, Hardy couldn't get it to go. Good ball movement by Ford. A little physical there.
Amari Allen wanted to take him down. He was looking to score. And I would love to see him do more of that in the second half. There's a kid who can get you 20 points, but on this team, he'll give you 13, 14, 15. Because there's a lot of kids that are capable of having breakout games.
.28 seconds remaining here in the first half. 47-36 your score. Good rebound. Or rebounding by Henry Ford.
It's a lot of shot attempts, and Henry Ford didn't necessarily have their biggest lineup in the game, but they stuck with it. I think Wayne County's got to be aggressive. Somebody should have went in there and just snatched that down. If I'm one of the Wildcats, I'm gonna put a stop to it somehow, some way.
Johnson at the line makes the first free throw. 8 seconds remaining here in the first. Couldn't connect on the second. Wayne County wants to run, has to run.
That's all I want. Somebody hit 2 free throws.
And the horn sounds to end the first half. A very good first half for Henry Ford.
There's a foul here on Henry Ford at the horn. The officials are talking about it. What's going on?
Let's see if it occurred before or after the horn.
I mean, goodness gracious, guys. Called it on Marshall. If anyone's going out for halftime to grab something to eat, let us know. I'm starving.
Bolton is at the line. They put how many seconds back on the clock?
They always go time. They always go points. It should be 0.7, but I guess they're going to count
0.6.
They're counting it down. They're counting it down. Trust me when I tell you.
Okay.
When are you going to trust me, man? I've been knowing you forever. They put 0.25 up. A lot of times they put 006.
Didn't have enough time to get a shot off. That's going to do it for the first half. 48-37 is your score. You're watching Henry Ford basketball on the Henry Ford streaming network on YouTube. I'm Jeff Lowe along with Eric Pate. It's halftime. We'll be right back with more basketball after this. Welcome back to the second half. It's 48-37 in favor of Henry Ford, the Hawks, and Wayne County. What about that first half, Mr. Pate?
First half was, it's pretty mild-mannered, if I do say so, regarding Henry Ford. Pretty routine. 48 points, at usually half 100 by the half. 5 of 15 from 3 stands out for me. They usually shoot the ball better from 3. Free throw line, 3 of 6. That's a little bit better, and maybe you're okay. But, turnovers about the same. 7 of 5, Wayne County. But in the second half, Henry Ford needs to catch fire from 3. I think the three-point line makes a difference with them. They shot 50% from the field, which is not bad at all.
Calvin Marshall, your leading scorer for Henry Ford with 16 points. And picking it up in the second half, attacking the basket is Henry Ford. Number 11, Johnson, with his first bucket. Ziegler from outside, no good. Henry Ford wants to run, and the pass led a little too far as Hardy could not handle that pass. 10-point lead for the Hawks.
I think the defensive effort's got to be a little bit better, of course, for Henry Ford. I think Coach Shepard probably is going to say that in the postgame. I can almost predict it. Although Wayne County, they didn't shoot it very well. They're still in the game. And stuff like that will keep them in the game.
Only a 10-point lead. And going to the line, number 24, Dayton Cole. Looking for his first points of the contest.
Oh, he hit a 3 earlier. He hit a 3 early in the start the second half.
Oh, okay.
Kid had a 3. But Isaiah Lewis, man, he sort of a bigger guard. Not a bad player.
Nice Hezzy trying to keep it alive on the offensive glass. And stepping on the line is Hardy.
That's the second time they've had that happen in the second half, and we haven't played 2 minutes. You got to be careful. Turnovers are turnovers are turnovers, and they're never good. They're never good.
Nice drive right there by Bolton.
And don't look now, it's a 7-point lead, but right back at it is Marshall. I mean, that didn't take long.
Long three-pointer is good.
That kid, Isaiah Lewis, man, he starts for a reason. May not have. He's wearing number 24 like Mark Aguirre, and he's a big body for a 6-foot kid. He can shoot it.
Ziegler drawing the foul.
Henry Ford plays a tough competition, and this conference is just tons of guys, tons of teams, tons of players.
Marshall is on fire
Man,
from outside right now.
But it's so effortless with him, you know?
Yeah.
4 8 in the first half from 3. Where would they be without him?
Good half-court defense by the Hawks.
The tempo is still, I think if Wayne County, this tempo is still too fast for the way I want to play and the way I want to beat this team. You cannot do this against Henry Ford.
Not a good series on that half-court offense right there for Henry Ford. Got a little lazy. 55-46 your score, 16:05 here in the second half. Hardy quickly back the other way. Hardy gets his own rebound and put back.
Well, if he misses the first shot, you got to make sure he can't rebound. I mean, you're just allowing this kid to do his thing. You gotta go old school, Jeff. You got to knock him on his butt.
Yes, I do agree with that. This timeout, we're going to take a timeout. 57-46 your score. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks, and 57-46 lead. And Hardy with the dunk.
Electric. He's everything that Coach Shepard said he would be. I mean, this kid here, what is he, 6 feet?
Oh, watch out. Marshall, he has really come to play this afternoon.
Marshall playing the passing lanes, running the floor, hitting threes, getting down low, dunking the basketball on the finish. They're up 15. I mean, that's the biggest lead of the game. And Coach Turner over here at Wayne County, a longtime coach over there, he's telling his guys, get out of here. If you're not going to play, come sit down. He went over some scenarios where guys weren't jumping and leaping and trying to get rebounds. He's right. You can't watch the game. You got to participate. You got to play.
Good job on attacking the basket by Allen from the baseline. And also a good job on rebounding for Henry Ford. A host of substitutions now for WC3D. Ziegler from deep three. It's good.
Oh, man. I mean, it's funny because I'm trying to get my words out. Hardy was begging Ziegler to make a cut. He steps out the three-point line and gets it. He said, I want to hit it from where I want to hit it. I guess the word I'm looking for with Hardy is relentless, and then Marshall, who just, he's never met a three-point shot he didn't like, and he hits them.
.43 remaining here in the second half, and a 64-48 lead for the Hawks. Wildcats trying to find a way and found a little space in the paint. As driving to the basket is Derek Bolton and drawing the foul. And that will reward him some free throws. Whistles blow, and it's going to be a foul on the floor before Hardy was able to get the basket off. Ziegler going hard to the basket. Ziegler finding a little space and making it through it.
It's a 15-point lead. At the half, it was an 11-point lead, so you're +4. And Henry Ford just keeps coming. They just don't seem to get tired.
It's Hardy on the attack, and watch out. One hard on the floor, number 11.
That's Smith Johnson, and it's an ankle. It's an ankle. He came down really hard on his ankle, and I can tell you right now, don't take that shoe off. That's a tough one. I saw it when it happened. Goodness gracious. And when we talk about Hardy, we can talk about two players right now, Calvin Marshall and Shamarion Hardy. Hardy, a kid out of Cleveland Heights Coach Shepard was really excited about him. Couldn't wait till he didn't play right away. Had to become, I guess, eligible with the transfer and everything, or coming in here, whatever the clearinghouse situation was. But at any rate, he's been out there. He's been active, played the non-conference stuff. This kid has the ability to take it to the basket. He hasn't really done a lot of the three-point shooting today as Smith Johnson is up now. But Hardy has every tool in the bag. Now, defensively, you want to see him get a little bit more active, but that's part of his bag too. He had 5 assists in the first half, getting his teammates involved, 4-10 from the floor. I mean, he's what it is. And then Marshall, man, we're not done with this thing, and he's got what, probably 20 points.
Yeah, he's been the man for Henry Ford. In the first half, he had 16 points, and he just has been continuing to pour it on for the Hawks. Glad to see Johnson get up and go over to the bench. And just like you said, do not take that shoe off, tighten it up. If anything, 66-49 your score. Stewart at the line. Makes his second free throw. And Hardy will walk it up for the Hawks. Hardy slipping on the floor right there. Ziegler hard to the basket. Count the bucket. Long jumper from way outside.
Now, the one thing I've noticed, like when Henry Ford plays, a team could get down by 18, then they'll start trying to match 3 for 3. What you got to do is, hey, run your stuff, get these twos. Keep mounting twos. Don't get into a three-point contest, because if it's a long rebound, Henry Ford's running out.
Ziegler again going strong to the basket and draws the foul on the way. And he will go to the line shooting 2.
Now, if you want to run out, keep shooting those threes. And the next thing you know, that 18-point lead becomes 20, which becomes 22, which becomes 25. And the next thing you know, you've lost the game by nearly 30 points.
Everhart now checks in. And he checks back out as Hardy checks out of the ball game. Now Ziegler will come out, and Everhart will come back in. 69-50 your score. Nice left-hand move.
Bolton is a nice-looking player for Wayne County. They got some nice pieces, and they're 5-6, and they'll be a tough team in the conference in terms of. I'm not saying they'll be at the top of the conference, anything like that, but they're going to play you tough every night. That's a Wayne County trait and characteristic. Coach Turner does a pretty decent job with the team, with the players that he has. But this Henry Ford thing's on a different level, and Coach Shepard gets a whole new group, and they play well together.
And that's one of the most difficult things about junior college and community colleges. And you know you're going to get a whole new group every year, practically.
You got to get the right guys.
That's definitely got to get the right guys.
It's about the right guys, Jeff.
Mm-hmm. Nice look inside by Wayne County. Wayne County picking up at half court defensively. 70-54. That's a block by Bolton. Bolton quickly down the other way. Bolton!
Yeah, he had bad intentions on that one. And he's a slender kid, 6'5", 170 pounds. He was coming with the boom on that one.
Bolton will go to the line, shooting 2. He's leading scorer in the first half for Wayne County with 12 points in the first half. $70-55 your score.
Let's see if Allen could get going. Seems like he's been kind of lackadaisical today. And there you go on a turnover.
Good defense by Everhart. Got a hand on the ball.
Yeah, Everhart's got to make the most of his minutes on this team, man. His job is come in and hit these long threes. Hasn't really had that opportunity today.
Foul on the floor. It's George Stewart going hard to the basket. Ziegler checking back in for the Hawks. Stewart attacking Ziegler and gets the 2 points. 70-58 your score. Approaching the 10-minute mark here. Henry Ford slowed down the offense a little bit. It's a good hard move to the basket. And Allen draws the foul and will get one shot from the free throw line. Count the bucket.
Amari Allen, I mean, he's an interesting young man in terms of he comes from a program where he was he was one of the first or second option. Here he is at a school where he can easily be a 20-point scorer, but he's here and could be the 1, 2, or 3 option every night. I think Coach Shepard's going to be press upon the fact that they need to play better D. It's always pressuring these guys or talking about the importance of doing it.
Marshall coming down with the rebound. And Marshall drawing the foul.
I don't know who we need to talk to, but we got to turn the heat on here. It is cold up here. All right, I may have to put the overcoat on. I mean, Marshall is early on establishing himself as the leader, the leading scorer, all those things that are important on the team, and it's going to be critical for the rest of the month of January and February, especially when they get to the playoffs.
75-58. Long three-pointer. Off the mark, Ziegler comes down with the rebound, and the Hawks want to run again. Marshall with the reverse, not able to get it to go. Quickly back the other way, Eric Nicatelli for two, his first 2 points of the game.
Got to be careful and not care less.
Marshall with the fadeaway. And the screen.
He's a colorful kid too, man.
Looking for some thunder was Stewart, but not able to find it. Long three-pointer, it's good.
I mean, it gets to be too easy sometimes for Henry Ford, man. I tell you. I mean, this is Coach Turner calls timeout. Johnny Washington coming off the bench, long three. What can you say? I mean, with 8 minutes to go, a little bit, 8 and some change, they're up 20.
With this timeout, we're going to take a timeout. 80-60 is your score. We'll be right back with more Henry Ford basketball after this. .821 remaining in this contest, and clearly your Hawks are in command with a 20-point lead over the Wildcats from WC3D. Hawks forcing the turnover, coming out with it, looking inside underneath, and that one's knocked out of bounds by the Wildcats. Nice spinning move, looking for some help. Step back behind the three, no good. You can expect the Hawks to start launching him, but right there, a nice drive to the basket by George Stewart. Hawks taking their time, 16 on the shot clock. Ziegler with a good, hard, physical drive to the basket. 82-62 your score. The Hawks have been in control this entire contest. The long jumper is good by the Wildcats. And a trap by the Wildcats in the corner, and a dunk back the other way. Alberti. The Wildcats trying to make a late run here. Reverse spin in the paint. Loose ball, and the Hawks come out with it. Reverse layup is good, and that's Amari Allen. Three-point shot off the mark. Ziegler comes down with the rebound. Ziegler running the point. Ziegler to the basket. And whistles blow, and that's going to go over to the Wildcats. 5:49 remaining in this one. 84-67 to score. You're watching Henry Ford Hawks basketball on the Henry Ford streaming network on YouTube. Wildcats content with walking it up. Reverse layup nicely done right there as Alverte with the two. Wildcats have to pick it up on the defensive end. Well, that's what we've been looking for all evening, but finding his range, Brian Everhart for three. Everhart, the specialist for Henry Ford. Nice look inside, reverse layup, Derek Bolton. And Basharar with the foul. George Stewart checking back into the game as number 5, Alverte checks out. Raheem Alverte. Ziegler at the line, makes the first. Knocks down both free throws. 89-71 your score. Long jumper, no good, off the mark. Blocked from behind, and the Hawks looking to run. Everhart just tried to put that one up off the glass.
Wilburn is determined to get to the basket.
He was determined to find some space in there. Not able to, but draws the foul on the way. And will get an opportunity at the free throw line. 89-71 is your score. 4:09 remaining in the contest. And the Hawks clearly in control. Zeke Price now checking in. Allen will take a seat. He's had a pretty good game this evening, or this afternoon. (91-71) your score. Nice slicey move by Bolton to the basket.
It's been pretty routine if you're Henry Ford. You get a lead and you hang on to it and increase it.
Everhart for three. Not able to hit.
He's just not in rhythm. It hasn't been a routine game for him because he's a standstill shooter. He runs to the corner, they find him, and he hits the shots. If he has to move left or right or anything like that, he may struggle.
That jumper off the mark. Good rebound by the Wildcats there. A battle for the ball now. Let's see. As both teams on the floor. And the possession will go over to the Wildcats. They will keep the possession. 3:08 remaining in the contest. 91-73 is your score. And picking up the foul is Zeke Price. George Stewart looked like he might have traveled on the play.
And Coach starting to play some more players from Wayne County, go deeper into his bench. I don't know if he's looking for just some effort or just saying, "Hey, we can chalk this one up in the right column." You know, the left column is W's, and that's where you want them. But it's got to be frustrating sometimes to come in here and play Henry Ford if you're a visiting team. Because they start off with a blitz and then they just play their game.
(91-75). Everhart from outside, no good. Wildcats applying some pressure full court. Hawks having some trouble with it. Finally gets it over the line, and the Wildcats are forced to turnover there.
If anything, Wayne County can walk away with Derek Bolton III's performance. I mean, he's been consistent, the most consistent player on their team today. And that's got to be a plus for Coach Turner and the crew. But obviously they got to be a little disappointed. I mean, I'm talking as though they're going to take the L. But, you can correct those things and then you get them at home. That's the good thing about this conference. You get to play every team at the crib.
And you're absolutely right. Bolton has been the bright spot for Wayne County this afternoon. 91-77. Wayne County picking up full court again. That full court pressure has been giving Henry Ford some problems late in the contest here.
Well, as we come up on 2 minutes, I mean, Henry Ford is a long shot for 100, but they're going to get a win, and that's a good start to the conference schedule. Probably gave up too many points. I'll say that. I mean, the defensive effort is always going to be on Coach Shepard's mind. Chris Shepard in his 8th season, along with all the great assistants that Coach Payne, been with him every step of the way. Kurt Bradley, and then Rod Watts from the Lansing area on the staff. Good staff. This ending will not make Coach Shepard happy.
That was Bolton again. Knock you down 2.
And so now it's down to 12 with 1:45, and I think they have life. And Coach Shepard just shaked his head as though to say, "Hey, listen, we're not doing what I want defensively." Hey, every night you're not gonna hold people under 70 and 60. But one thing Henry Ford can do is outscore you. They'll do that. I think we should probably get Calvin Marshall and Coach Shepard up here for a nice post game. And it looks like every Saturday until the end of the season we're going to be here. If you looked at the schedules yet, we're going to have some Saturday doubleheaders. Have you looked at the schedule yet?
No, I haven't.
And yeah, doubleheaders.
I'll take a look at it right now.
Doubleheaders, man. And it's an interesting schedule indeed. But there's a foul there. All the non-conference stuff is over. We got Macomb on Wednesday, which is tough, and then OCC.
Then on the 25th, Schoolcraft comes down to Dearborn. And then after that, you're going to have a bunch of road games back-to-back, St. Clair County, Mott, and then Wayne County again. (91-79) your score. A minute 40 remaining in the contest, and Omar Ziegler will go to the line, and he'll be shooting 2. That one finds the bucket after a nice high bounce. Long shot, no good.
Wow. And I'm gonna mention the ending of this game, and I don't know if Coach is going to be, particularly pleased. And, I see some guys talking to each other for Henry Ford. So, all might not be happy in Candyland, but teams you know, they're going to have players that say something to each other while they're playing. And it takes time for chemistry, particularly in these JUCO settings. It takes time to build chemistry.
Yeah, so normally that's one thing that's not on your side is time in these JUCO settings. Whistles blow. It's going to be an offensive foul called on Henry Ford by the official on the far side. The only bright spot for Wayne County has been Derek Bolton III.
Wow. And this is just prolonging us getting to enjoy the rest of our weekend. Because, you know, you got guys getting tired, you know, caught in the bind. They got to use a timeout. It's a 10-plus point lead. Coach Shepard has a right to be upset with the way this is ending because they were cruising along. And you don't want – cruising can become complacency, so you don't want that.
92-81. As we go down the stretch here.
And you heard the slam of the clipboard. Yeah, he's not happy.
Hardy in the open floor, brings it back out, reset it, and there's the foul to stop the clock. Henry Ford trying to take their record to 1-0 in conference play here. First conference game for both these teams. Outside shot, no good. Ziegler with the rebound. Quickly up the floor. No rush down.
And if you're Henry Ford, 90 points, you'll take it, but 81 you don't like. And that's the best way to describe it. So when we get Coach Shepard up, or maybe we'll get Calvin Marshall up here as well, or maybe that nice point guard there who has played a steady game, Shamarion Hardy.
Hardy for three at the buzzer before the shot clock ran out. Long jumper,
now,
in and out.
If you're Wayne County, Coach Turner's probably saying, now you guys want to play? He's got to be kind of, disappointed in his team. They cut it to 10. They were down as many as 20.
And that's going to do it. Your final score, 93-83. And we'll be right back with the coach after this.